How's everybody doing tonight? You ready for day 2 of the Spinosaurus? How is this whole... I must have opened this from the bottom. Anyway, Spinosaurus? Not really sure. It's number 3 in a series. I forget how many are in this series, but maybe only 3. There's like... It looks like there's a sticker covering. Looks like a T-Rex or a Velociraptor. Stegosaurus. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, Spinosaurus. I don't know. You know, can there be different colors? Like, why is it showing it green on this side and blue on this side? Is that the same? I think it is, right? And these are mechs, by the way. If you see the cable and you see the metallic, like, I guess that's the way to go when you're doing these, like, plastic bricks. Like, say that it's a mech, and then it suddenly looks so much better because Legos look more like mechs than something organic, biologic, whatever. Anyway, mechanical dinosaur, Spinosaurus. That's what we're doing today. Day 2. Day 1, we just got this done. It doesn't look like much, but there's a lot of attachment points. There's a ball for ball and socket. There's 2 big ones, 2 small ones. There's some other attachment points. I think maybe this even could be like the torso. Like, I'm not sure. No, maybe like this. Like, there's an attachment here. That seems like the head, but that would mean that the smaller... Sorry, was I off camera? There's an attachment up here. So, and then there's 4 attachments. So you would think the smaller ones would be the arms and the bigger ones would be the legs. But there's this attachment up here. Maybe that's the tail. Maybe there's the leg. Maybe that... Does that make sense? Like, these are the legs. This is the tail. These are the arms. And then the head has yet to be... And then this would be like the chest. But maybe there's some pieces going to be added. I don't know. Let's see. Let's continue on with the instructions and we'll find out. So according to the scoreboard, we got through panel 14 yesterday. Does that look right? Yeah, the 14 and 15 were like the 2 shoulder joints. So that's the last things we did yesterday. No, 13 and 14. So today we're going to move on to, I guess, 15. Am I crazy or does that camera keep going in and out of focus? Maybe my hand was causing it to go in and out of focus. You know what it is? The background was going in and out of focus depending on where I held this thing. Crazy, right? Anyway, hope that's not too distracting for you. So we finished 14 yesterday, so we're moving on to 15 now. So 15 is just 2 pieces. No, 3 pieces. So we're up to 53 pieces because it's 2 corner pieces and a 1x2. So there's our 1x2. Where's our 2 corner pieces? Let me see here. These are what I'm calling corner pieces. We got a lot of those 1x2s, by the way. We don't have a lot of these corner pieces. I got to dig out from up against this wall because I can only see that on camera. I can't see that on real life. All right, here's another corner piece. Looks like we're running low on corner pieces. What is this piece? I guess we'll find out eventually. All right, so what do we have to do here? I think we have to turn it this way. And we have to put the corners like... Oops. All right, we're going to turn it this way and put the corners like here. Is that what we're looking at? Sorry, I'm again off camera. All right, I think it's like right here is what they're looking for. Let me bring the instructions up on the screen. That's like the biggest way to see it is on the screen. Yeah, that looks right. So that looks like that. But then where does the 1x2 go? Wait a minute. No, I did it wrong. Oh my goodness. I did it wrong. Everyone was probably laughing at me. Yeah, I did that wrong. Totally wrong. If you look here, these are wrong. I might have to grab the Lego tool for pulling pieces off. Let me see if I can find one of those quickly. Yeah, here's one of them. So let me see if we can get that piece off. It's kind of deep in there, kind of tough to get off. All right. Let me try the other one. I think I have several of these Lego things. None of them are getting this thing. And I knocked the shoulder off. Wow. What a way to start the night. We're like going backwards. All right. Let me show you the correct way to do this piece. How I was supposed to do it the first time. It's like this. It's supposed to be like this. The reason I'm doing that now is because it helps lock in the shoulders. Now this piece we got to get off so we can correct. I'm not sure how to get that off. It's like in deep. Yeah. That thing doesn't want to get out of there. We got to get underneath and pop it off. All right, now I have to go find that piece. All right. So, I was trying to get this piece off, and instead I knocked this whole thing off, which is a shame because this thing was looking pretty good before. Probably can get it back to looking good, but that was crazy. Does it look as good as it looked before? Not sure. I think it looked a little better before. Anyway, it happens, you know. We still got to get this piece off. All right, maybe we go for the piece like underneath it. Get that off. There we go. I got a fingernail underneath it. Okay. So the fingernail works better than the Lego tool. Here's the problem with the fingernail. If you get the piece off with the fingernail, it's great. If the piece doesn't come off, the fingernail comes off, and that's not only painful, it's like, I don't know, you could have to go get your fingernail fixed. So I'm recommending using the Lego tool, even though I obviously just did it with fingernail when the Lego tool failed. But I cannot recommend that to anyone else. All right, finally, we're through part 15. Okay, that was way more dramatic than it needed to be. All right, moving on to part 16. We need 5 pieces. 2 of them are just little circles. Not this one because that's flat on top. We need like this, but in gray. Is that what we need? Let me bring it up here on the main big screen where I can get a good look at that. All right, 16, yeah. Yeah, the little circle pieces. Then you see the other pieces, like this one. How many of these do we need? 1 of those. 2 of these. 2 of those. And then not this piece. Not this piece. But this piece. This is the one we need. I know it's like a tiny little nothing. You can barely even see the piece. But that's what we need. I took out these 2 pieces just because they're similar. Just to say, don't grab those pieces. Grab specifically this piece. 2 of them. They're such tiny nothings that they're tough to even find in the little box here. I see like some pieces here. Oh, All right, remember this bag of extra pieces? One of them is that piece we're looking for. So we're just going to grab it from the spares. As much as we would like to, like... Okay, so this bag of spare pieces, as much as we would like to, like, get this piece, like, find it here, we didn't. So we're going to break into our bag of spares because they just happen to have a spare of exactly that piece that we're looking for. And it just dropped out of the bag and out of my sight. Okay, there it is. We're still not done. We need another one of this piece, but in gray. So where's the gray version of that piece? Here it is. All right. Finally got all of the pieces needed. All we did was collect pieces. All right, I might as well pour out that last bag, but let me do part 16 first. All right, so what actually needs to happen here? So here's a crazy thing. The instructions showed us to get pieces in gray in the selection, but then when you look in the build, they're actually using yellow pieces. So you know how we went looking for these pieces? That's not the pieces we need. We need the yellow version of that. Look in the instructions. On the top where it's collecting the pieces, it shows them in gray. But in the bottom, when they're being assembled, it shows them in yellow. And I'm going to go with the yellow. I think that's what they're looking for. That is assuming that I could find a second yellow piece. I can. Now, here's a problem. The yellows come in translucent and opaque. All right, let's go back to the instructions again. Wow, this is like a bugger. Okay. The opaque is a cylinder, and the translucent is solid. And according to the instructions, it's the solid one that we need, which is a shame because I can find two of the opaques. I have to find a second of the translucent. Is that even the right word, translucent, or should I just say transparent? I think translucent's like it lets light through, but I don't know. Now I need a second one of those yellow pieces. Oh my goodness. Do I have a second one of those yellow pieces? And is it in this orange box, which will make it that much tougher to find because yellow doesn't pop on orange. So I'll check the green first. Like, I only see one eyeball. Like, where's the second eyeball? It shouldn't be that, like... All right, is this the second eyeball? I know we're not looking for eyeballs, but I was just thinking, like, why do I only see one? All right, we're looking for one of these, but in transparent or translucent yellow. Is it possible they want one yellow and one transparent? Because I don't see the second transparent. But it's such a small piece that it could be hiding under another piece. All right, let's check the backup bag. Is it in there? Nope, it's not there. Do you remember the first night when we dropped a piece and it bounced away? That could come back to haunt us. In fact, I'm not even sure what to do if we don't find this piece. I found it. It's right here. Well, I was about to give up. And there it is. All right, so 1, 2. We actually don't need these two. 3, 4, 5. So 5 pieces. Did I calculate those 5 pieces yet? I don't think I did. So that's going to bring us to 58. All right, 58 pieces. We stopped last night on 45, right? So 3 was 48. No, we calculated those 5 already. We're at 53. You know what? I know it's not important, but I'm going to go back and look at yesterday's episode for a second just to see if we ended on 45. Okay, we ended at 14, so we went to 15. I don't remember if we ended on 45 or 53 pieces. No, 45 or 50 pieces. So I'm just going to check that right now. All right. $50. We ended on 50 pieces. So that means that 50, so we are supposed to go to 58. All right. Sorry about that. It's like such a non-important thing, right? All right. Now, how do we got to put these on 16? All right. So that like big piece goes in the middle. All right. So the big piece goes like, I'm calling it the middle. This is the middle. It's not that big a piece, but in perspective. And then these pieces, they go like down here. Like you see where the level changes. So they kind of like half on, half off. By the way, they're smooth. Usually it's an end of the piece if they're smooth, like that's skin. Like usually a smooth piece indicates an outside. This could be, these are sides of pieces. That's why they're smooth. But like this is that probably an end. It's probably skin. If it was blue and smooth, it would definitely be skin. So like that's definitely skin. Although this is a mech. But I guess you would still call it skin. All right, is that piece on? It's really hard to even see if I've got that piece on or not. All right, on the close-up camera, it looks good. So, moving on to instruction 17. We just need 3 pieces. All right, so here's the pattern. The same moment I change the panel on the scoreboards, I'm going to increment the piece counter. So now we're at 61. All right, so we need a lot of weird looking pieces. All right, so I think this is one of the pieces, right? But then the other 2 pieces, what am I looking at there? Let me look at it on the big screen. Okay, I know what that piece is. All right. I know what that is. I think it's this piece. All right, that piece. Here it is. Let me just get it on screen. I think that's the piece that they're looking for. And then this piece as well. All right, let's take another look. You know what? I'm not sure if that's the piece. I think there's like a smaller version of that piece. Well, I gotta check and see. All right, so there's another one of those pieces. But I'm checking in the bucket to see if there's like a smaller version of that piece. There's this. And there's this. But I don't think there's a smaller version. That's an interesting piece. That's a very similar looking piece. But I don't think that's what they're looking for here. Especially... All right, I think this is the correct piece. I think so. So, how do these go on here? They go like... What the flip? They go like sideways, I think. Am I reading this right? They go sideways here? But if they go sideways, they're going to block the piece that we just added. No, they're kind of above the piece that we just added. So like, okay, it's locking that shoulder in a little more. And it's creating a, I don't know if platform is the right word. It's creating a sticking point. Because it's going to be in the middle. It's going to be like 2 pieces. 2 buttons, if you want to call them that. I got to learn the Lego jargon. Or plastic brick assembly jargon, whatever. What's the name of that company that was before Lego? Kiddish something? Kitty? Anyway, there was some other company that patented Lego bricks before Lego. But, like, I can't remember the name of the company. It's like, was Kitty something? I don't know. Someone could post in chat. But, wow, these pieces are not going on. Making me think they're not the right pieces. Maybe they just don't go any deeper than that. Wow, that looks like crap. Let's see here. Not sure. Okay. I don't think I can get that any better. But this piece is so weird. Like, where does this piece even go? It's an asymmetric piece, so we got to get it right. 17. All right. I think the only thing that you can, like, see in the instructions is that it's flat. It's a straight line at one end, and it's curved at the other end. So that's like the only thing that, wow, this is close-up camera's garbage tonight. All right, a little bit better. Garbage. That's the best we're going to do. All right, so it's straight back here. It's curved up here. So I think the curved piece goes at the bottom. Like there's a curve here. There's a curve there. And where does it attach? At the top. It goes right to the top. Kind of blocks those pieces we just put in. Those yellow ones. Maybe you're only supposed to see them from the side. Wow, that looks like a fit. When you actually put it on, it looks like perfect. It didn't stay on. But it looked good for a second. Like the curve matches exactly what's underneath it. So, wow. It's like I couldn't tell where to put this piece, but once it's on, it looks like that's where it goes. Hopefully a piece goes here in a minute because that'll lock that in pretty good. Because right now it doesn't feel locked in. All right, let's see what's next. All right, instruction 18. We add 2 pieces. Instruction panel 18. Pieces 62 and 63. So we're adding this like white piece here, and then a 1x2, one of each of those, and where we add them, it's down at the bottom here. This piece we just added. They're going to kind of fill in that space. I think I'd put this one in first, just because it's tougher to get in there. Because then this one is going to kind of lock it in. All right, there we go. It's actually, I would rather lock in at the top. But anyway, we just added this piece and this piece. This piece and this piece we just added. All right. 19. 19 is another 2 more pieces. So we're up to 65 pieces. And by the way, we're again using this like it's like a 2x2 base, but with white, but there's only 2 buttons on top, and then it's a 2x2 gray with the full sort of build. So where do these pieces go? Let's see where they go. I don't know. Close-up camera's blurry tonight. I'm thinking maybe I should go a little bit closer with the main camera, just because these pieces are so small. Let me see if I can do that. Now the problem is, did we also change the overhead? We did, but I think it's okay. The same remote controls the overhead and the POV cameras. So anyway, they're both zoomed in now. All right, so where does this go? Where do these pieces go? 19, right? So finally, it's going to go on that top to lock it in, and then another one right below it. Okay, yeah. It looks like, I don't know if the second piece is going to go in. The top piece, definitely happy about. That's going to go right there. And that's going to kind of lock in that blue piece. But then this second one that goes underneath it, like, is that going to lock in? I guess we'll find out. Yeah, it did. Okay. I wasn't sure about it, but it looks pretty good now. All right, moving on to 20. There's a lot of pieces in 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're up to 70 pieces. The thing is, they're all like unique pieces. That's what's weird about it. So this piece is definitely there. That's one piece. Okay. I don't know. This one is so bad today. It just became unblurry the second. I went to go make it unblurry, and then it became unblurry, and then I pressed the button. But I was still like, my finger was already heading to the button, and it blurred it up. All right, so there's a lot of weird pieces in instruction 20. This is the first one. This is another one. Well, really, that's the last one, and this is the second to last one. All right, now one of the pieces, it's like a one base, like a single base, but it has a little gripper on it. See, like this piece has a little gripper. We need that, but on a single base. I'm trying to find that piece right now. All right. I'm just noting the other pieces in case we see them first, like this piece. All right, so we also need a gripper, a 1x2 with a gripper coming out the middle. Is it a gripper? It is, right? Because that's a ball socket, but they want a gripper, and I think it should be in gray color. All right, I found that single with the gripper on top. That's it. That's the piece. There it is, right there. Something on the screen there. I don't know what that is. I got to go through with that piece of, that roller tape, that linked roller thing. All right, so we still need one more piece, and it's a 1x2. Here it is. I think that's it. All right, let's take another look at the instructions, see if we got the right pieces. Yeah, I think we got them. I think we got the pieces. So now we got to put them together. How do we do that? Oh, we put them together kind of like first before we, wow, okay. So before we even attach it to this, we put them together like this is kind of the base. But this is a problem because it doesn't have any grippers in there. Unless we're supposed to put, it shows this piece next, but there's nothing gripping it, which makes me wonder if this is the wrong piece. Let me see if there's another piece like that. Like this one's kind of like that, but that's not it either. Yeah. I'm looking for a piece with the buttons on this side rather than this side, because I feel like that would fit better. But all of them have the buttons on the other side. Yeah, there's several of them, and they all have the buttons on the same side. So I'm just looking in this other bucket here. Maybe it's like some rare piece that we haven't encountered before. I don't see it. Now, let's go back to the instructions. See if there's any clues there. There is. I got to take a close look at those instructions. Yeah, I'll tell you something. This is not the right piece. They're definitely looking for a piece with buttons on the inside. The problem is, I haven't seen such a piece. All right, buttons on the outside. Outside. Oh, sorry. Outside. All these pieces have like the buttons on the outside. Sorry, I hit the wrong camera. I put the camera that put me on the screen, and it was exactly the same moment when I was scratching my head. So that was kind of embarrassing. Anyway, there's the right pieces. All right, as long as I'm going to put myself on camera, let me just check my hair. Yeah, okay, looks good. All right, so you see this one has the buttons on the inside. That's what they actually need. I don't know why we couldn't get that. I'll just cover that up. I don't know if that's important, but that might even be what's causing it to go blurry. All right, so this piece on top. So see, we're building this like stack. And then next is this piece. The 1x2 with only one button on top. And then the gripper piece. Now, with the gripper piece, you got to get the gripper going in the right direction. It goes basically... I did it wrong. It should match the other one. I'll go to the close-up in a second. So let's just first look at the instructions to confirm. Yeah, that looks good. And now we're going to bring up the close-up camera so you can see. So there's the two grippers. Like from the side, you can see the open end of both. From the front, you see sort of the closed end of both. You know, of course, you can still see the open, depending which one, you know, which angle. But anyway, so after you build all of this, then you stick it onto this. Let me just see exactly how that happens. Yeah, onto the back. So if this is the front of the piece, it's the back of the piece where this is going to attach. So there we go. So we attach that. Now, where does that go? So once we have that whole construction, then it goes on top of this other thing that we've built. So on top of this, that's where it's going to go. Like kind of like backwards. So these two grippers in the back. Actually, there's a lot going on here. There's like two pipes here, two grippers here. And this is all going to go on top of this. But you got to do it like all the way back here. This gray piece, that's where it goes. But what goes there? I think this goes there, which means it's not actually sitting back because this is already back. Okay, wow, that was confusing. Okay, so it actually ends up sitting flush. When it's all said and done. Wow, that's something. Okay. So we did 20. We should go a little further, right? But at the same time, you know what? I'll do more tomorrow. I actually can't stay late tonight. So I'm going to sign out, but we'll be back to do more tomorrow. So good night for tonight, and I'll see you tomorrow.